The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple. The salty air carried the scent of the ocean, mixing with the sweet aroma of blooming honeysuckle. Summer in Havenport had a magical quality, a warmth that seeped into the very bones of the town. It was a place where time seemed to move a little slower, where children chased fireflies under a canopy of stars, and the rhythmic crash of waves provided a soothing soundtrack to life. Havenport was a place of simple pleasures, the feel of warm sand between your toes, the taste of saltwater taffy melting on your tongue, the sound of seagulls calling overhead. The heart of the town was its harbour, where weathered fishing boats bobbed gently, their masts silhouetted against the twilight sky. The air was filled with the sounds of their creaking ropes and the calls of seagulls, a symphony of the sea that echoed through the generations. But this year, the summer held a bittersweet edge for Clara and Elise Marlowe. The laughter of children playing on the beach was a poignant reminder of happier times. The scent of the sea, once invigorating, now carried a hint of sorrow. For it was here, in this idyllic coastal town, that their lives had changed forever. Clara, the elder by 2 years, was the embodiment of Havenport's tranquil spirit. With her heart set on canvases and sketchbooks, she found solace in capturing the world's beauty with her paintbrush. Her quiet nature often masked a depth of feeling that ran as deep as the ocean itself. Clara's gentle spirit was a source of comfort, especially now. Elise, on the other hand, was a force of nature. Always on the move, she possessed her late father's adventurous spirit and a thirst for exploring the unknown. While Clara found solace in the familiar, Elise craved new horizons, her laughter as bright and fleeting as the summer sun. Now that laughter was tinged with a sadness that she tried bravely to conceal. The loss of their parents in a sudden storm had shaken the sisters to their core. It was Clara who had to find the strength within herself to become Elise's guardian, a responsibility that weighed heavily on her young shoulders. Their rambling old house by the sea, once filled with laughter and the scent of their mother's baking, now echoed with a deafening silence.
We should go.
Elise declared one afternoon, waving a faded piece of parchment in the air.
It's a treasure map, Clara. Just imagine.
Clara, lost in the intricate details of a seashell she was sketching, looked up, her brow furrowed.
Elise, be realistic. Treasure maps, those are just stories.
But what if it's not a story, Clara? What if it's real?
The map was old, passed down from their grandfather, a renowned sea captain. It depicted Havenport and its surrounding areas with surprising detail, but what captivated Elise were the cryptic symbols and faded markings. A winding path leading away from the familiar harbour, a circle etched atop a hill overlooking the sea, all pointed towards a hidden secret.
Don't you see, Clara? It's an adventure waiting to happen. Grandpa always said he had a nose for adventure. What if this is his legacy?
Clara, ever the voice of reason, argued against the impracticality of it all.
Elise, we can barely keep up with the house and groceries. We can't just go chasing after buried treasure.
But Elise was relentless. She pointed out landmarks on the map, matching them to real-life locations. She spun tales of pirates and hidden coves, her enthusiasm infectious. Clara, despite her reservations, found herself getting swept up in Elise's excitement. Could it be true? Could a simple map hold the key to an adventure, a distraction from their grief?
Just one day, Clara, for adventure, for Grandpa, for us.
And so, with a mix of apprehension and excitement, they embarked on their adventure. Armed with the map, a picnic basket filled with their mother's famous blueberry muffins and their grandfather's old compass, they set off. Their journey took them along the familiar, sun-drenched beaches where they had built sandcastles as children. It led them through the heart of Havenport, past the bustling fish market and the cozy bookstore where their father used to read them stories. They ventured further inland, following a winding path that led them deeper into the embrace of the woods. The air grew cooler, the sunlight filtering through the canopy of leaves. The scent of pine needles and damp earth filled their senses, a stark contrast to the salty air of the coast. Each landmark they encountered, a moss-covered well, a gnarled oak tree, split by lightning, a babbling brook, brought them closer to the X marked on the map. With each step, Elise's excitement grew, while Clara felt a sense of nostalgia wash over her. As they journeyed, Elise regaled Clara with fantastical stories about pirates and buried treasure, her imagination running wild. Clara, though more grounded, found herself drawn into Elise's world, her own imagination sparked by their adventure.